Welcome to Outlaw Woodworking. This is my third sign, and most of my stuff that I'm doing right now is lessons learned. So this is the first sign that I've done where I tried using the Oramask, and yeah, I made mistakes, but all in all, I'm happy with it. It's just kind of a fun sign to color up my little CNC room right here. Anyway, let me show you how I made it, the mistakes I made, and what I've learned. Let's get started. One thing I'm not is a good painter. And so I thought the Oramask, that would be a good idea for me to learn how to use it. And it would make painting my signs a lot easier if I could basically cut through the Oramask and then be able to spray the different letters. So right here, I've got a fun little project. I thought I would kind of dress up my little CNC room with a little sign. And right here, the background's gonna be like a forest green color. And then I'll choose some different colors for the letters after I cut them out. So the mistake I made, so right here, I get it all painted green, and I thought, okay, I'll put this Oramask right on top of this. But really that was a mistake, because what I needed to do was actually seal it with some shellac or some kind of sealer first. And I didn't really know that, so lessons learned again. And so right here I put all the Oramask on, and I basically slick it down like they say, try to get all the air bubbles out. And it seemed like it went on pretty good, but it didn't seem like it was sticking really good. So right here, I bring it over to my CNC, and I'm going to do a simple V-carve sign, just kind of a fun little sign. And I basically nail the corners down with the plastic nails, and home the machine, zero it out, use the touch plate to get the X, Y, Z coordinates of my material, put the dust shoe back on, and run the program. And this is just one, basically V-carve, one toolpath, kind of a fun little sign. But you can see right there, the Oramask is already coming off. And so that's not going to help me when it comes to painting. And yeah, so that was a failure. Now the cutting of the sign, that worked out fine. But the idea of the Oramask is to help you be able to paint it afterwards. So that was a failure. So what did I learn? You need to seal your material prior to putting on the Oramask. And even after you seal it, you should lightly sand it and then stick the Oramask on. So I'm going to make another attempt to have a successful Oramask. And I bought some wood sealer, kind of a shellac from Zinsser. So the next sign I do is actually going to be a chicken sign. I've got some friends that have chicken coops, and I also want to get a chicken coop eventually. So I drew this little sign that said farm fresh eggs. And so I'm going to try the Oramask again on that. And this was a fun little V-carve. Basically it just says Outlaw Woodworking will work for beer, with a couple beer mugs in the middle. And I thought the actual sign itself, it carved out pretty good. It just, if you're not a really good, see how the Oramask is just peeling off all over the place? That just creates a nightmare for me when it goes to painting. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you next time. Later. I then proceed to pull off all the Oramask, and I'm going to have to hand touch up this whole sign. There's just no other way to do it. So that, you know, if you're successful with the Oramask, you have a lot less work to do afterwards. So right here you can see I have to go through and touch up around all the letters, and yeah, I mean it's not terrible, but I think if you learn how to do the Oramask, you would have a lot more success with your letters. And even though I'm real happy with the sign, it's a fun little sign for inside my shop, kind of dresses it up a little bit. It did create a lot more work not having a successful Oramask. So yeah, lessons learned. I did think the beer mugs actually came out pretty good. That was a bitmap that I downloaded and then converted it. And the little inside of the beer mugs, for some reason it cut them, it looks like hops inside of them or something. But yeah, that came out pretty good. And right here I'm using some black to outline the beer mugs. And this video is absolutely for entertainment purposes only. I am not a sign painter, and you can pretty much tell by looking at this sign. But I am happy with it. After touching up this sign, I realized, you know, you got to appreciate good painters. They, you know, it's an art form, and I'm definitely not it. But you know, you can get better, you know, over time. Right here, I'm touching up all the green, and then I'm going to spray the whole thing with clear. And this is some water-based polyurethane, and I give it some pretty heavy coats. And there it is. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and I will see you next time. Cheers.